selfie thing here. Back side of the house. Yeah, like that. Max is looking for a girl dog pit bull. She's like a greyhound pit bull. Her name's Lucy, and he looks for her every day. She's gonna come out and he can play with her. So what am I saying? I'm saying a lot of topics that are not really going into detail, but we're gonna launch a site called Single Parent to Single Parent Life Coaching, and going back to the stats, so they figure that there is about 35 million single parents in the United States. There's 20% in the UK, plus there's 20% plus in Australia. The Latino nations, I haven't been there physically, been with them, checked it out personally, but they're telling me that it is a socially accepted norm in the Latino nations that the women raise the children by themselves. So they get pregnant, the man leaves, he's not in the household, he comes occasionally off and on, but the women are taking care of the kids. So I'm assuming they're living together, they're helping each other out, and I'm thinking, oh my God, in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, there's going to be these boys that won't know how to be men. They won't know how to be husbands. They won't know how to be fathers. So it's not just about single parenting to a woman or to a man from a man's perspective. A woman has a lot to offer, and she has a lot of women insight. But here, all these women want a good man. They're looking for a good man to get them through their pain and companionship, so that when they go to bed, they're not lonely. They're not just having a heat blanket wrapped around them and trying to mimic the warmth of a man, or a man doing the same thing. In my case, I went to bed crying myself to sleep night after night after night, and going through the process. Emotional man, but yet a balanced and realist as well. So I'm figuring it's probably about 1 billion and a half people. Then you talk about the people that have left their families. They've taken trying to get out of the sun here. Sun. It's coming up on the side here. Getting ready, doing this just before we're going up north. We get to where are we at? Let me keep an eye on Max. This is better. Put my face to the sun. There we go. We get to the parents. Hey, Max! We go through a routine. Excuse my language. It seems to be a normal word now. I gotta go see where Max at. We go through our normal routine around the woods here. We usually take a path. That's your friend's. Looks like he's ready to leave. I'll wave my hand to him. Next door neighbors. Max! See, like, this is the birthing process again. Trying to find my dog. Max! There he is. So we find out that we have all these people. So the single parents, they've left. The husband, the ex, or the wife has left. Mainly the husband leaves. And what happens is they're single parents too, but they're in denial. And one of these days they're going to want to come back and make the connection with their children. Maybe slight chances with the way the world is set up now that they'll try to restore their marriage, but the percentage is there. We have them as well that we'll be ministering to. We'll coach them back in reuniting with their children the right way. I believe God has showed me a lot of things. Like somebody will sit down. We're pre-wired for who we are and what we're going to be at the beginning of life when we're birthed into this physical world. we're going to be whoever we're going to be. We just got to look into ourselves. We got to quiet ourselves and just see who we are in the inside, and then just learn how to harness that. What happens is that, like, if I might not have any building education at all, but when I pick up a hammer and saw and a shovel, all of a sudden I'm just putting this house together because I can see the house in my head, and I'm just copying what I see in my heart, my face, my eyes. The same thing with I'm assuming in marketing. The same thing with raising a family. In this case, with me, the putting anything together, we see it and it just comes natural to us. That was our God-given talent to us. We just got to learn how to harness it. We're so excited to see this world. We're like a bunch of kids in a candy store, and we're just running all around trying all these different flavors and stuff. And we lose track of who we are. We lose track of why we're here. We lose track of connecting in a relationship with anything, with all of creation. So what am I saying? Is that here I thought about, as I'm going on my SFM journey with the community and learning how to market to the world, and being a life coach to single parenting, using SFM as a platform, as a springboard, but yet that sounds temporary. It's more of a lifestyle, and connecting with people that want to give back. It's awesome. I believe God is using that as a launch pad to radically, I'm not saying SFM itself, I'm saying the logic, the format. It's going to be doubled in other areas, but from what I see and what I've scanned throughout the internet, throughout my life, that SFM, God, I believe, has chosen not this as not a what do you call it, a plug or a pitch for SFM. I'm just using it as an example, so that when you get used to getting involved with stuff like that, you'll be able to review the community without skepticism, without thinking it's a scam or anything like that, and it's an example. It's like toilet paper. It's like anything. We use them as examples to try to explain what we're going through, or what we're trying to get across, so that people can understand what we're thinking or what we're trying to say. We got Max. What are you doing? Max, what the hell?